Famous tutorials. Today we are solving quadratic equations. Okay, we are solving quadratic equations. Okay, which is a very easy topic. So now I will start off by these ones, guys. You see a question like this: x minus 4, x plus 3 is equal to 0. How do you simplify this one? So this one should be the easiest of them all. What do you simply do from this one? Simply say x minus 4 is equal to 0 or x plus 3 is equal to 0. Okay, so your x value will be equal to a 4. I just took the negative 4 to the other side, or your x value will be equal to a negative 3. Then you are done. Okay, your values for x either a 4 or a negative 3. So this one is just one step forward, one step to your answer, right? That one has to be very easy. Even if it comes as x, open bracket, x plus 2 is equal to 0. So you simply say x is equal to 0 or x plus 2 is equal to a 0, right? So your x values, it's a 0 or a negative 2. Okay, take note of that. Okay, all right, so that's the introduction. Like, that's how the quadratic questions can come, or they can come in this form. We are having x squared minus 3x minus a 28 is equal to 0. So the mark allocation will tell you which formula to use. So for this one, the question will come saying 2 marks. So there are quite a lot of ways that we can apply to solve a quadratic equation, but then the mark allocation will tell you which one is the best method for this one. We can actually factorize. We can factorize this one since it's just 2 marks. So we'll simply factorize. When we multiply our x squared by minus 28, we'll get a negative 28x squared. Then we look for two numbers. When we multiply them, they will give us a minus 28x squared. But when we add or subtract them, they'll give us a minus 3x. The factors are actually 7x and 4x. I hope my space is going to work here. Okay, so now you look at the middle term. It is a negative sign, so your bigger factor will get a negative sign. Remember, one of the factors have to be negative in this case. Okay, so we have x squared minus, I'll say plus 4x minus 7x minus a 28 being equal to a 0. So let's factorize by grouping. What's common? On this one, x is common. We remain with the x plus 4. That side, a minus 7 is common. We also remain with the x plus 4 being equal to 0. So now we're having x plus 4 and x minus 7 being equal to 0, which takes us back to the first question that we looked at. So you simply say x plus 4 is equal to 0 or x minus 7 is equal to a 0. So your values for x is a minus 4 or a positive 7. Okay, hopefully you guys were following on that one. Our next example, it's 2x squared plus 5x is equal to 3. Please don't freak out. Just take your 3 to the left hand side. So this is going to be 2x squared plus 5x minus a 3 is equal to a 0. It's 2 marks. So 2 marks simply means we can factorize, right? So let's multiply these two guys. We get a minus 6x squared. But then let's look for two numbers. When we multiply them, they will give us a negative 6x squared. But when we add them or subtract them, they'll give us a 5x. So the factors in this case is 6x and the x. But then the big, you look at the middle term, it's a positive 5x. So your big factor is going to have the positive sign. It takes the sign of the middle term, right? So automatically this one will be a negative 1. So this will become 2x squared plus a 6x minus x minus 3 is equal to a 0. We factorize by grouping. What's common here is a 2x. We remain with the x plus 3. What's common that side is a negative 1. Remember, 1 is a factor of all numbers. Okay, So we are having 2x minus 1, the other bracket is the x plus 3 being equal to 0. So we say 2x minus 1 is equal to 0, or x plus 3 is equal to a 0. So taking 1 to the other side, it becomes 2x is equal to 1. We divide by 2 both sides. Our value for x in this case is a half, or a negative 3. Okay. Hopefully you guys we are together. And then that's all on simplifying equations that require us to use factorization method. These ones were just 2-3 marks, right? Now we are on our next lesson. We'll be moving on to solving these equations using the quadratic formula. Using the quadratic formula, which is very, very easy. Remember to keep getting these videos. You just need to subscribe to my channel and also to click on the notification button. Share the video as much as you